Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another day of esports. We are already at the third major rankings, the last major rankings before that big summer major. I'm here with Pat X Pro, my broadcaster, and today we have this amazing match: Smoke versus Space Stars. We ended last season with broadcasting Space Stars. It was our last game of our sub last game, and we're starting again with them right now, playing against Smoke, a team that I really enjoy watching, and looking very forward for this tournament. Everybody got an opportunity, of course, to get paint, get some TMR points, maybe even claim a top 8 position if you are a team that already has some TMR points on their name. And this will be a tournament where you'll be seeing some surprises. There are quite a few teams not here. I don't know. I feel like there's opportunity for some upsets, but let's see. It's Smoke versus Space Stars, and I'm pretty sure that Space Stars is the blue side, but I see it the other way around. Yeah, Space Stars playing with Oxapobo, Fixpack, Puxley, Larem, and oh, that's a very difficult to pronounce username from the Viking player. Um, I'm not going to attempt it. It will be terrible. And is Smoke playing with Sash, Champ, Power, Action, and President Tankov. Smoke just getting their fourth capture already, so they are up 4-0 in the lead. Fifth capture coming up here for President Tankov, and it looks like Smoke will have quite a few easy rounds to go through here in their first match of the Summer Major Rankings 3. We see fixed pack with the Titan overdrive available. Let's see how he will use. Oxapower here is pulling that flag. First capture here for Space Stars. Larem can use a Hunter OD, not needed here. Oxapower 1-5. Is it the start of the comeback? I doubt it because Smoke is playing a lot more consistent than Space Stars is. But it's at least the start of something good here. We see, oh, nice takeover there. Really smooth here by Puxlia. And he is getting close to that second capture. Fixed pack can take over. President Tankov coming in though. At the same time, Sash, he just goes for damage. He's low on health, cannot really push, but Paris Titan OD will give him a lot more opportunity. His great overdrive there by Larem, at least if it was popping off, because it was just before he got knocked down. That new 2 seconds delay for the overdrive, although new, it has been here for quite a few months now. It makes the Hunter OD a bit more weak, I have to say. It's not really as good as it was before. Um, keys. Of course, people hunting for the keys. The easiest way to get some epic keys extra, guys, is link your Thank You Online account to your Twitch account. You do that with go to Thank You Online, open settings, and then open security, and there you have option link Twitch account, and you click that, and then you link your Twitch account. It's pretty easy. And if you do that, you can check your progress on twitch.tv/drops and get your free epic keys daily here while watching some nice esport matches and vibing in the chat. It's a pretty good deal. Doesn't cost you anything. President Tankov here, sixth capture on the board, is a 6-1 lead for Space Stars. What do we see here? Champ pulling another flag here for Space Stars. Time is running out though, so 6-1 or is the score. I said Space Stars, but I meant Smoke, of course. 6-1 is the score. A dominant win here by Smoke. There, you can see it on the KDs here as well, on the kill field. Loads of kills for that team. KD's not lower than 1.3, and the highest on the opposing side is 0.64. So that really is a big difference here. Space Stars having a lot of trouble here in their first match. I have to say they were struggling last season as well. And I feel like this is one of the teams that is just trying to get some TMR points to make sure that they can get in the major and get lucky 7. But I feel like that's pretty much the limit for teams like that to just reach the major. And the username, man. Good job, your mom. Hey, enjoy your free epic keys, man. Let me know what you get. Hopefully not 100 mines. But it's 2 a day at least. Every day there's esports. So that really counts up in a year or in how long you will do it. Can get you some nice drops. So as meet some other tankers. It's quite wholesome in the chat most of the times. With the smoke getting the first OD. I love the team logo that Smoke is using right now, to be honest. It's quite funny. First round starting right now. The second round, I mean, of course, first round being won by Smoke in a dominant fashion. Right now, we are starting with President Tankov putting the flag. That can be the second round lead already here in the hands of Smoke if they can manage to capture this one. But Steel Sword is hunting him down. 1v1 between the same combinations here. Viking, Smokey, and the Steel Sword coming out victorious, but cannot return the flag. Here, Octopower not going for the return. He's going for the capture himself, while Larem and Puxlia are going for that return. But a nice shot by Action, knocking them both down. And this is how Smoke is keeping control of the game. Lovely job there. President Tankov will get that return. Para with the Titan Dome here to secure anything if anything goes wrong, but it's not necessary at the end. He can secure the other overdrive for Titan though. It's nicely timed for Pereira. He knows that he has the opportunity to use and take. Steel Sword here, pulling the flag. and will shoot Sesh in the back, not even noticing him. No communication as well between the players of Smoke because the flag pool was not noticed. Para flipping himself, that is not really great, and this gives Space Stars the opportunity to get a capture. Puxlia, geez, that username, um, is taking the flag and getting the first capture for Space Stars in the second round, and we are back to a tight scoreline. Hello, Mr. Cosdiz. Your mom, I understand, man. That's a grind. Try to clear the free battle pass is all I can give you as advice. Of course, giving the 100 free rubies and do your weeklies as well, giving some free rubies. And I can advise you to save some. Try to get 1200 by the end of July or June, somewhere around that time, because 2 times a year Tanky Online launches the Tanky Fund. It's with esports, and you can participate by buying a bundle. Cheapest bundle goes normally around 1200 rubies, and it can give you a lot of rewards. And we do that twice a year to celebrate the major in esports. And there's one in June and there is one in December, somewhere around those dates. So save them up, complete your weeklies. That's my advice to you. And get that account of yours going. Sounds good, man. Enjoy the journey towards that legend rank. Here we see Para doing a nice use and take, keeping the map control for Smoke, but Smoke doesn't have control of the battle right now because they are in a tight scoreline. Para nearly flipping himself again. It thought that my camera angle was wrong. It looked like he was flipping himself again, but that wasn't the case. Oxapoa though, nice double kill with the grenade. Lovely job knocking down Para and Champ with one grenade. And Space Stars playing like a different team here in the second round. I have to say, this looks a lot more like an esport team here in that second round on Cross. Sesh, Viking OD. I don't like this one. It's a 1v3. He's forcing himself into, and he's trying to um, make it solo fight. Doing a good job with that, but only making 2 kills at Viking OD. It's a big distraction though, so in a way it's a good OD because President Tankov goes unnoticed and is pulling this flag. Oxapowo trying to hunt him down, but not able to do so. President Tankov will get a second capture here for Smoke, keeping them in control for this second round. Third round will be played on Iran, and if we need, there's also a fourth round, of course, and it will be played on Iran as well. So a lot of similar maps right now. I meant symmetrical maps, but Iran isn't a symmetrical map, so please forget what I was saying. But some good maps in my opinion. Cross and Iran are some solid maps. I wanted to talk about how I love symmetrical maps, but then I realized Iran is not a symmetrical map. It's still a great map though, and really balanced. Nice override by President Tankov there, knocking down the flag carrier. Sash here in a 1v1, knocking Lyram down. Sash only 1 HP, but he can deal loads of damage here towards Oxapoa and Puxia, giving President Tankov and Champ the space to pull this flag, but not really successful. And it is Space Stars being able to keep defending their base. Power once again in mid. Nice OD timing. He's really keeping track of that overdrive box, and that's lovely job by him there. And we'll be able to get that OD here as well. It's a 3-1 scoreline currently for Smoke. President Tankov, crucial return. This avoids Space Star's opportunity to get a capture themselves. At the same time, we see Sesh continuing with this flag pool, and it's Smoke getting the fourth capture. Space Stars, they started good. I have to say, they started really good. But here in the second half of the match, again, they cannot keep uh, surviving the pressure that Smoke is giving them. And it's looking good for Smoke again. Looks like a 2-0 start before they move over to Iran. That's pretty much what they could hope for. Still 2 minutes to go in this match. Sesh holding on. It's a bit of a slow one, this match, I have to say. It's Smoke keeping control of the map. We had some hype moments here in the first few minutes of the round, but after that, it has been quite a boring one. We see Ilya Monesi wasting an OD there. But yeah, the pressure is not on Smoke anymore. Those plays, you cannot really say anything about those players because of those plays. Because if it was in a different scenario where the match is close, he wouldn't ever use an OD like that. It's just for a bit of fun. Smoke definitely having fun. It's a team that played the last two rankings as well, and I can say that last rankings, especially their opponents they faced, they definitely had not a lot of luck with that. And I feel like 2 times in a row they ended lower than they expected themselves to finish. Like rankings one wasn't that bad, but rankings two they had, in my opinion, loads of bad luck in terms of opponents they faced in the mid part of the tournament. Um, and right now, doing a good job, at least winning the opening game. It's a team that already is secured for the major, but with a good result, they had very little player swaps, if I remember correctly. So with a good result, they can maybe get top 8 direct in terms of TMR points. So they get Gladiator um, guaranteed. Currently, they are sitting in the top 8. So a good result here will definitely solidify that and guarantee them for that major. 4-1 here in the first map. And let's move over to Iran. I will be back in a few minutes. Maybe we are in that third map. Third round, starting right now in Overdrive Box. Doesn't wait here. It dropped directly at the start. And look who has the good spawn. It's Larem, of course. Hunter. If it's the hitbox battle, Hunter will win it. Because Dictator isn't on the map and Hunter is the second highest, if I am correct. So good job by Larem for Space Stars getting that overdrive. Space Stars in a must-win situation. They need to win back-to-back rounds here to claim overtime, and I have to say, it is Smoke looking very solid here. And it, in my opinion, just looks like a three-round game here. Smoke getting into the 1-0 bucket, and Space Stars in the 0-1 bucket at the start. It's a very forgiving format here in the Swiss stage. You have four opportunities to end up in the green side and four opportunities to end up in the red side. Although opportunities for it's not really some opportunity you want to go after. It, you have four games before you are eliminated. That's what I should say. Fourth loss is eliminated. There is one bonus, of course. The less losers you take, the more TMR points you get. And there are, of course, teams hunting for that top 8 spot in the major. But for top 8 spot, you need already played rankings 1 or 2, or have a very solid result here in rankings 3. And I think that's, the top teams are here again, one more time. Lovesick, all those kind of teams. They will probably repeat their success of lost rankings. So top 8, really difficult to hit, but to qualify for the major, just get some TMR points in your belt and you're good to go. So this tournament is for a lot of teams for the paint, and for the other teams just for the rebars themselves. And team up points not really the biggest part of this tournament. But the higher you finish, the higher the results is you get. And if you win 4-0, of course, you get the exclusive paint. And every team can still get it. Every team can still get it, of course. That's the funny thing about the tournament starting. And Smoke starting with 1-0 will probably spark some joy for them. But it's a 2-0 and 3-0 bucket where the games really start going to be difficult. Monsi here pulling the flag though, looking good, but Larem will get a return. Hunter D being used as well wasn't necessary at all. So that starting overdrive Space Stars got has been used for the defense. Not the greatest result for them, I think. But there's another OD box dropping. Larem can take it again. Look at him. He's already on a good position to take it. Action though, and Champ going in at the same time. Champ will get at Eris OD, or he will save it for Sash. Good communication here by Smoke. Sash getting the overdrive. We are still in a 0-0 scoreline, but slowly and steadily you see Smoke doing the right things here, making the right decisions, creating map control, getting everybody ready to pull a flag. And even with a tie here, Smoke has done enough to win the game. It is Space Stars needing back-to-back round victories to stay in the game here. President Tankov getting that flag here in favor of Smoke. But Bunny Hopper placing a good grenade here, delaying President Tankov with the pull, knocking him down as well. But Sash can take over Steel Sword though. And once again, a battle of the Vikings. We have seen it more often here in this match. And Ilian Monasi, really smart flag drop position here by Smoke, and Monsi trying to continue with his pull. President Tankov now doing the big job here, knocking down Larem, but his Octopower finally getting the return. So many time being spilled here by both of the teams. But it's Smoke using two players to build another attack, Ilian Monsi and Champ. Good focus there by Scorpion from Space Stars though. stopping any opportunity that our attack has had. So we are still in a 0-0. Will not change soon. Looks like it at least. President Tankov trying to get into a position to do a use and take, or can he save for Sash? No, he can't. And Bunny Hopper now rushing towards the OD box, but Sash is earlier. Once again, Viking OD here for Smoke. I thought it was spilled there by saving that Crusader OD, but Smoke still having control of that OD box. Oxaporo pulling the flag. Champ and Sash in the defense. Grenades flying in by both of the teams. But all a bit too far. Although Steel Sports still having getting some damage by a grenade here and Tankov getting the return. I have to say, Space Stars, they are still in the battle after 4 minutes, and that's the first time for them. So it looks like they are a bit more comfortable here on the Iran map. At the same time, we have on the B stream on the EN2 channel, we have Tanky Sport underscore EN underscore 2. We have Reset facing Catharsis, and Reset won the first and second round and is now up 2-0 in the third round. So that will not be a close game either. Looks like we will be having some short games today. Champ here using a nice OD will be able to secure Sash this. Let Sash secure this flag pool, and Sash will make that a capture. 1-0 lead for Smoke. Space Stars now needing 2 captures at least to stay in this game. Laram starting by pulling the flag, but having a bit of driving trouble here. And Champ getting that easy return. Yeah, it kind of looks like this match has been played, to be honest. Not a lot these guys can do anymore. Steelsword here pulling the flag. Ilya Monosy not able to knock him down, but action with a ricochet will knock that flag carrier down. 3.5 minutes to go, Space Stars. It's all or nothing right now. Ilya Monosy getting the return. No, your mom. I'm not. I'm not the organizer at all. I'm just a person that does the live streams and talks and all the stuff. What you say in your second message, that's me. With a very good broadcasting team around me. It's Pat X Pro giving you the bird's eye view of the battlefield right now, and I try my best commentating the match. But matches like these are quite difficult to commentate. There's not a lot happening, and difficult to stay energetic in matches like these. It's Smoke controlling the match. Smoke starting this tournament 1-0. It's nearly guaranteed. They just have to finish it. And this will be the third time in a row, if I'm correct, that they start the tournament 1-0 in the lead. Their scores, this rankings has been quite good. Action here, trying to pull the flag, but not able to do so. So Space Star still alive. It's only one capture by Smoke so far. Smoke having the most trouble capturing the flag all game long here. But they pretty much already won the game on the first map. They just have to finish it here. And Space Stars not able to get a capture going as well. And with only 1.5 minutes on the clock, time is, to be honest, it has run out. And there's nothing to do anymore here for Space Stars. Action even trying to get a second capture here for Smoke. Will be the final nail in a coffin here. Nice dodge here by Action. He saw that overdrive on Puxia coming from a mile away. And it's a 2-0 lead for Smoke right now. The Major Ranky podcast, yes. With games like these, Yarakov, it feels sometimes a bit like a podcast. Although this round has been quite entertaining, but the first and second round was a bit less. Good to see you again, Yarakov, as well. Hopefully you had a good Easter today, if you celebrate. Same for everyone, by the way. Hopefully a good Easter weekend for you guys. We are back after a bit of a break. And to be honest, I enjoyed my break of esports, but I'm happy that we are back. Always good to be back after some weeks. I start missing streaming, to be honest. So always happy to see the announcement that the first round is starting to begin. It's Smoke winning 2-0 here versus Space Star. So Smoke starting the tournament with a 1-0 lead in the Swiss stage. At the same time, we are streaming Reset versus Catharsis, and that match has been played as well. It's Reset winning 3 rounds in a row to beat Catharsis. So 2 quick games today, guys. Tomorrow we are back with a blast. Tomorrow we have a lot of matches going. This was just a warming up, to be honest. Let me quickly go through them. And yeah, you merely need pen and paper to keep track of it all. On the EN1 stream, we have Dark Knight versus Help on 17 UTC. And Bambi versus Sikia, a match I'm really looking forward to, on 18 UTC. And on the EN2 channel, our second channel, we have Prospect versus Fancy and Tankitty versus Golden. 2 new clans, Tankitty and Golden. I have no idea. I saw some names I recognize though, but also interesting match. So loads of interesting matches tomorrow. Looking forward to see you guys there. Thank you very much for Patrick Pro for broadcasting this match. Thank you all for tuning in. Always good to see you guys after a few weeks of break. That you're still able to find the channel. That makes me happy. And hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely night.
keep on running back to you.